Hey folks, it's Jake Davis and On the Fly review for you. Today I'm talking about Salem's Lot, released last month, directed by Gary Doberman, starring Louis Pullman, Bill Camp, and Alfre Woodard. This is an adaptation of Stephen King's legendary novel, an absolute classic, where over the very short period of time, a vampire named Barlow takes over the entire small main town of Jerusalem's Lot. Now, what's always been so clever about Salem's Lot, I read it when I was a kid. I read it along with my dad. I was even talking about this with my wife. It was, I guess I was having not so much trouble reading, but like getting into reading. And I read Salem's Lot. I read along with it with my dad to kind of get me into reading. And after that, I read Lord of the Flies, I read Oliver Twist, got more into comic books. But this has always been a story piece that's really kind of important to me. And it was this is the third adaptation of it, fourth if you count the sequel to the original movie, and all of them have been these TV things. This one was written and shot specifically intended to finally be the theatrical Salem's Lot, and then HBO Max screwed them over. Look, I enjoyed this film while it was on, but if I had to go like the binary thumbs up, thumbs down, I'd have to give this movie thumbs down. As it is, I'm only going to give it 3 stars. I liked the art direction, production design. I really liked the use of color in this film, the reds, the greens, the blues. But I didn't like the photography. I felt everything was very, very bright. Far too bright. It kind of distracted from the ambiance and atmosphere your production crew was trying to put together. Just 2 seconds. Oh, Jesus Christ. Second I hit record, she starts asking me for something else. Kid's such a pain in the ass. Anyhow, I didn't. It kind of, why can't we just get a good Salem's Lot? I mean, this is the 4th time doing it now. There's no excuse at this point. And I'm sure the director is pissed. I mean, if you were going to release this streaming anyway, then there would have been a great thing to let me know when I was writing and shooting the son of the bitch. I could have done the whole goddamn movie and released it as a 4-part limited series for HBO Max. Which, why not? Hell, let the man redeem himself and do exactly that, and let it be like Needful Things. There's a pitch for you. Yeah, man, I was disappointed in this. I really did not like sticking to the completely unimaginative and lame design for Marlowe. I didn't like changing the set piece. I mean, I get it. The vampire, for the climax, the vampire hunters go to the vampire's lair and have to stake him, find his coffin and stake him before the sun sets. It's been done to death, but at the same time, if it ain't broke. Compared to this, I didn't like to say, you ended with a shootout. I'm all for a good shootout, good gunfighting movie, but this is a vampire film. And you end it with a shootout? How lame can you get, man? Like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards 3 stars, but I didn't like the photography. I didn't like the monster design. I thought the film genuinely rushed through its story. So many characters and like side plots and little scenes that I loved from the book were completely cut out. And I also did not appreciate and enjoy the over-reliance on CGI and stunts in this. I guess it's better than just a bunch of jump scares. But, yeah, I don't recommend this movie. I will say I liked the kid who played Mark. I thought Bill Camp did a very good job. He was excellent in Sound of Freedom. And I don't care about the race change. I don't think it really affected or hurt this one. I was just more so happy to see actual kids playing the kids. Both previous adaptations, the kid who played Mark was like fucking 20. It's just terrible. I didn't like the guy who played Straker. If you're going to blend the two villains into one character, then it's kind of forgivable if you cast a guy like James Mason to play the familiar Straker. But this guy was no James Mason, and he brought just almost comical energy to the movie. As a standalone, silly little vampire movie, it is perfectly fine. As an adaptation of one of Stephen King's greatest pieces of work, it absolutely sucks. 3 stars. It's the best I can give it, and I'm very hesitant in giving it that much. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.